EB-02 is just around the corner, so today let's take a look at top 10 strongest cards you can find in this set. Even though expansion is targeted at green and purple, I included at least one card from each color in the ranking. Without further ado, let's begin. Number 10, Blue Vivi. Free cost 2000 power character that on play draws you 2 cards if you have 5 or less in hand and your leader is multicolored. We already know how good drawing cards is, and Vivi is basically a Sanji spin-off but as character. Being printed in blue color identity, it's a great target for multicolored deck to be bounced back to hand from the field for other effects and then replayed for card advantage. For me, it will be a sleeper card of the set, so keep an eye on it. Number 9, Green Bonney. 7 cost 7000 power character that on play freezes one of your opponent's rested characters and sets one of your Dawn cards as active at the end of your turn. Card that is custom made for Green Bonney deck. Strong 4th turn play going first. The only question that you need to ask yourself is, do I like Bonney or Hoddy Jones as my 7 Dawn play better? Number 8, Red Yamato. Unexpected red-green Oden leader support. Land of Wano type and lack of counter synergizes with first Oden's effect, resulting with this card never being brick in hand. 6 cost synergizes with second Oden's effect, but that's not all. If we go second, we can play Yamato on our 6th Dawn turn, still attach one rested Dawn to Oden leader for when attacking activation, and on top of that rush with Yamato 7k power. Absolutely disgusting turn. Are you excited, Oden believers? Let me know in the comments. Number 7, Green Chopperman. Amazing tempo card for Tony Chopper leader. If stars align for just 5 Dawn, we are able to develop 4 characters in one turn. Very explosive third turn going first. The only issue might be that we invest a lot of cards from hand, being a 4 life leader. Nonetheless, a must-have for all Chopper leader and Swarm strategy believers. Number 6, Yellow Enel. Powerful boss monster for Enel leader himself. 10 cost, 11,000 power with rush if you play Sky Island leader. On top of that, when attacking effect that allows us to heal for a cost of 1 card from hand, if we have 1 life or less, which is the sweet spot for this deck anyway. On top of that, we buff a character with 1000 power, resulting in 12,000 power rusher. Amazing card to make Blackbeard matchup better for yellow Enel players. Number 5, Red Chopper. The cutest card in the set. Free cost 3000 power character with 2 interesting effects. With 2 Dawn attached, this character gains plus 2000 power during opponent's turn, which makes it harder to remove. However, most important effect for any animal decks players is his own play. If our leader is Straw Hat, we can give 1 rested Dawn to our character or leader. This is huge against 6000 power leaders, but also for overall Dawn efficiency. Let me demonstrate you some simple combos for this card using Zoro leader as an example. Normally, if we play against 6000 power leader, it might be really troublesome if we go first and we have only 3 Dawn to spend. Normally we pass the attack because if we play the character, we don't have enough Dawn to attach to leader that is only 5000. However, when we have this Chopper, we can simply play him, pay the 3 Dawn, use the on-play effect to attach the Dawn, and in this way we develop the body and can swing 6k. But this is not really efficient, we can go even better. For example, we can do mini Jinbe combo, playing this Chopper, because our new printed Chopper is an animal type and 3000 power. We can play him off this Chopper and again, on play effect, swing 6, we have 2 characters on board, not so bad. But with Zoro, obviously animal type, we can go even more crazy. If we play this Chopper down, and top of our deck is this Chopper, we can play him rested, and then if in hand we have this Chopper, we play him again, we have 3 Choppers on board, but what is the most important, we attach the rested Dawn, swing 6, and we are prepared for the next turn. Obviously, if we can't find this chopper, but we find the new EB-02 chopper on top, we can also play him from this one to have the same result of attached Dawn. More complex combination I will show in my EB-02 Zoro guide, so stay tuned. Number 4. Black Sengoku. 7 cost, 7000 power with on play that is watered down Gecko Moria effect. Nonetheless, with Moria ban, any similar effects will be considered strong, and in this case Sengoku seems like auto-inclusion for any navy deck. It's not only powerful 7000 power blocker, but he also plays one of your black navy cards with a cost 4 or less from trash rested. There is a lot of good targets with powerful on-play effects for this kind of trash recursion. 2 bodies for a cost of 1, high power blocker that can be played on curve going first, perfect navy support. Number 3. Purple Monkey D. Luffy. Secret rare of the set. 6 cost, 7000 power with rush if your leader is multicolored and your opponent has 5 or more Dawn on their field. On top of that, when attacking effect that allows you to restand Luffy once you decide to go for lethal. Even without using when attacking effect, 6 cost, 7000 power rusher is oppressive, and we already know the leader he will match perfectly with number 2 green-purple Luffy leader, potential tier 0 deck of EB-02. I will speak more in detail about this leader in my green-purple Luffy guide. There are a lot of powerful cards printed with this leader in this set, which could easily take the whole top 10 list. For life 5000 power leader with effect that for returning to Dawn allows you to set 2 rested Dawn as active and buff leader by 1000 until the end of your opponent's turn. Returning Dawn for effect normally would be a downside, but being printed in purple color identity, there is a lot of cards that synergize with such effect, making this leader very oppressive. And one of these cards is number 1, Sanji and Pudding, the strongest card in green-purple Luffy deck. Probably the most chased and expensive super rare of the set. But why is that? 5 cost, 7000 power with 2 effects. Your turn, once per turn, when 2 or more Dawn cards on your field are returned to your Dawn deck, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and set this as active. On play, if the number of Dawn cards on your field is equal to or less than the number on your opponent's field, draw 1 card. Let me show you how it works in practice with green-purple Luffy leader. So let's take a look at this beautiful interaction. If we are going first, the earliest we can do the small combo is on the 5 Dawn turn. Obviously, we play Sanji and Pudding from our hand for 5 Dawn to have the Dawn rested to stay efficient, and then we can use Monkey D. Luffy effect. So we return 2 Dawn. Thanks to that, we set 2 of our Dawn as active and buff our leader 1000. And then effect from Sanji and Pudding happens, granting us 1 more Dawn as active from the Dawn deck. So in total, at the end of the turn, we will be at 4 Dawn, but this is also the good thing that I will explain in a moment. And now for the rest of the turn, we can obviously attack with the power-up Luffy. We can spend the Dawn to play some additional character, a stage, or anything else we want to do, or even attach all of them to Luffy and swing harder. And why it's a good thing that now we are at 4 Dawn? Because our opponent will be at 6 Dawn on his turn. So it means that we will be untapping with 6 Dawn ourselves. And I don't know if you noticed, but we have also on-play effect on Sanji and Pudding, but the requirement is that we need to have less or equal Dawn on our field. So if we have in our hand another copy, we can get really crazy, because then not only we will play another Sanji and Pudding and Please mind that the effect is activate main, or rather during your turn, so it can happen over and over on the separate cards. So not only we will draw the card this time if we play another copy on the following turn, but then we will have two activations of Sanji and Pudding, because the example will be rest 5 to play, then we draw a card obviously, and if we have both of the cards on the field, if we use effect from the leader, sure, we return 2, restand 2, and then both activations happened. So in total we do some crazy stuff like RP low back in a day. So obviously the more Sanji and Pudding you can stack on the board, the more Dawn you will get back. Very, very powerful combination. And this is my top 10 for EB-02. Now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments which cards do you think are the strongest in this set. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.